So we got to defend the fatherless, those men who don't have the wisdom of our Father in heaven, man.
That's right.
So that's what we got to come out and do, defend the fatherless, defend the widows, right? That's right, pick up this work. Put that tax collecting down. Put that fishing rod down. Let's fish men. Let's fish men to stand in the gap for our people. To stand in the hedge for our people. Like Joshua did. Like Nehemiah did. Like Christ did. Like all of those priests and prophets, they stood in the gap and defended the people against evil. So that they didn't come into their communities and pollute their children, man.
Right.
Pollute their women,
right.
The elderly. So much of our men right now are burying their children. Well, it should be the other way around. We should be burying our parents. But now in this society that we live in, the war has caused us to now bury our children, man.
Right.
We got to pick up the work now and stand in the gap and really know who our enemy is and what the fight is really all about, so we can really save our brothers and sisters, man.
Right.
And somebody's got to do it. So we don't need supporters. We need soldiers.
Right.
We need soldiers, man. See, this is the thing, man. We come out here every Saturday. We hold classes 7 days a week. And why do we do it? We doing it so we can do what the Lord wanted Ezekiel to do.
Right.
To bring the bones together. What are the bones? The nation of Israel. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. If you are black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, then you are the dry bones that the Bible was talking about. And the Lord told him to prophesy to those bones so those bones can come together. Well, guess what? We need to build that army right here.
Right.
We need more men in here to be able to stand on the front line for our people.
Right.
Because we are at war. And it's no secret that we are at war. The brother's telling you about all the police brutality. He's showing you the atrocities. Black Wall Street. We got all of the, Red Summer, Trail of Tears, Battle at Wounded Knee, Battle at the Alamo. You know what I mean? When Native Indians and Hispanics died trying to fight for freedom. Right? What'd you say?
1842, I think that was the Alamo.
They fought for freedom right there. They wanted to abolish slavery. That's what the truth about the Alamo was about. We bringing up all of these things to show you that we need to build that army that Ezekiel was trying to build up. So what do we have to do? You have to follow us. We have to come together. We got to band together. Well, that's why Christ went to Matthew and he said he was a tax payer, right? A tax collector. And Christ said, stop what you're doing and follow me. He seen Peter on a boat fishing. He said, listen, I'm going to make you a fisher of men. I'm going to make you a fisher of men. Because what we doing in our personal lives is not more important than what we need to do right here.
Right.
Not more important than what we need to do right here.
That's right.
Right.
So what we got to do is what we read right now. You got it? Go ahead and give it to me.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 24.
Go ahead.
Then said Jesus unto his disciples,
Go ahead.
if any man will come after me,
If any man will what?
come after me,
Listen after me.
will come after me.
Come after me. Because he's looking for men who are ready to go to war. Men who are ready to gird up their loins. Not just hear the message and go and share it on Facebook, but somebody that's ready to get their suit and armor, that's ready to stand on the front line and get this ammunition that we're bringing out right now and go out and teach men to do so.
Right.
Go ahead and read.
Let him deny himself.
Let him do what?
Deny himself.
Right, because in our mind, we're gonna think like, I'm gonna support from a distance. I'm gonna do what I do, but I'm gonna, pay, I'll put a little donation. I'm gonna, share y'all on Facebook. I'm gonna do all of these things that I want to do, but what you're doing is not what Christ wants you to do. And I don't know if you know, but Christ gave his life for your life.
Right.
He gave his life for your life. He paid for his life. He gave his life, and we gotta pay with our own lives.
Right.
We don't own our lives no more. We gotta serve the Lord. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be alive. So you know how it go. When somebody died for you, you live for them. Yeah. You live for them. That's what Christ wanted to do. So you gotta deny yourself. You gotta deny yourself. Everything you do, now is the time when you heard from the priests and prophets of God that you've been warned that we are at war and we have to come together to build that exceedingly great army that Ezekiel was building up thousands of years ago.
Right.
Go ahead and read.
And take up his cross.
And do what?
And take up his cross.
You gotta take up his work, man. You gotta take up his work. This ain't for everybody, but somebody's gotta do it, man. But somebody's gotta do it. Somebody gotta defend the poor, man. Who's defending the poor? Nobody defends the poor. If you poor, you get the worst sentences ever, man.
Right.
You get the worst and then it stick every time. Well, if you rich, you can beat murder. We see it every day. Look at Epstein and all these people. Look at Brett Favre. All these men who committed crimes, but they got money, so they get off and they free men, they walk every day. But you, because you're poor, you go to jail for the rest of your life. They locked men up 50 years ago for selling weed, and guess what? 50 years later, weed is legal now. Now weed is legal to smoke. They smoking it all up and down the street while there's men in jail, rotting in jail for selling that same weed. Because again, we have to pick up the work right now. Picking up that cross, picking up that work, that burden, to come out here and do this work, to be able to help those brothers to get out of those snares and those nets, to defend the poor, to defend the fatherless, because so many of us don't have fathers. And even those of us that have fathers are not raised with the knowledge of God. You understand?
Right.
Because the Bible says the head of the man is Christ. And a lot of our fathers don't serve the Lord.
Right.
They don't.
Right.
A lot of our fathers are saying, God blessing all the trap niggas. That's what they saying, right? So now we looking up to these men and they looking up to the dollar. Right. And now we become lost. So we gotta defend the fatherless, those men who don't have the wisdom of our Father in heaven, man.
That's right.
So that's what we gotta come out and do, defend the fatherless, defend the widows, right? That's right, pick up this work. Put that tax collecting down. Put that fishing rod down. Let's fish men. Let's fish men to stand in the gap for our people, to stand in the hedge for our people, like Joshua did, like Nehemiah did, like Christ did, like all of those priests and prophets. They stood in the gap and defended the people against evil, so that they didn't come into their communities and pollute their children, man.
Right.
Pollute their women,
Right.
the elderly. So much of our men right now are burying their children. Well, we should be the other way around. We should be burying our parents. But now in this society that we live in, the war has caused us to now bury our children, man.
Right.
We got to pick up the work now and stand in the gap and really know who our enemy is and what the fight is really all about, so we can really save our brothers and sisters, man.
Right.
And somebody's got to do it. So we don't need supporters. We need soldiers.
Right.
We need soldiers, man. Go ahead and read.
And follow me.
And do what?
And follow me.
And think for me.
And follow me.
And pray for me.
And follow me.
And share me on Facebook.
And follow me.
And listen to what we saying.
And follow me.
No, we need you to follow us, man. We need you to follow. We need to come get a flyer, call that number, get into classes, bring the children too. Because the Bible say train up a child in the way they should go.
They will not depart.
That's right. And they will never depart, man. We're going to raise up little princesses, little princes, right? To be warriors, to be way better than we've ever been. And they're going to be the future rulers of this country. They're going to be the future rulers, and then they're going to see a life that we never got to see before. A life of freedom, man. Freedom.
Right.
Because the Bible says the truth shall make you free.
Right.
So this is the truth right here that we're bringing out right now. The Lord has put his spirit on the earth, and now the priests and prophets have woken. And it's high time that you wake out of your sleep.
That's right.
It's high time that you wake up out of your sleep, and I'm right, because salvation is nearer than we believe.
Right.
Salvation is nearer than we believe. And I know another thing that we don't understand is salvation. But really, salvation is going to be a bloody day. Salvation is going to be a bloody day. And you know whose blood is going to be shed? The enemies of Christ.
Right.
The enemies of Christ, the Antichrist. If you're in a Christian church, then you're an Antichrist. If you're in that Muslim mosque, then you're an Antichrist. You selling drugs, you terrorism, Rastafarianism, spiritual, atheist, all of those things that you do, homosexual lifestyle, drug dealing, drug selling, drug using, all of those things are Antichrist. Because Christ taught against all of those things.
Right.
Christ went up against all of those things. And he said that when he comes back, his garment is going to be dipped in blood.
Right.
You know it, brother. It's going to be dipped in blood. Because this is the Christ they don't talk about. They don't talk about this Christ. They talk about that Christ right there. That's flipped over right now. Who is Caesar Borgia. Because again, like I brought out earlier, they know the only way for them to stay on top is for us to sin against our God. It's the only way. They get us to sin against our God, and they reward us to do it. They reward us for doing it. That's why now if you come out the closet, they throw a party for you. Are you coming out the closet? Hey, let's throw them a party. You know what I mean? Coming out the closet. You embrace your sexuality. They gonna, celebrate. because they want you to feel good being a sinner. You understand? They put Frank Lucas and what's the other guy named American Gangster? Frank Lucas, Nicky Barnes, all of them, Scarface. They make movies out of them so you can glorify them. So you can glorify them and say, damn, it's cool to be a drug dealer. Damn, it's cool to be a gangster, a pimp. They glorify it so you can accept it and embrace it. But that's what's stopping us from ruling the earth. That's what's stopping us from ruling the earth. So if we follow Christ, come up in here and learn what we're teaching. So we can be teaching the same thing. That you can do it. You can put your spirit out in the earth. You can put your spirit out in the earth. Come out and give your flavor. You understand? Then we can gain more brothers and sisters and be able to protect more of our people. And that's what's necessary for today, man. That's what's necessary for today, man. Because after Christ died, his disciples, they picked up their cross. They did those works. And they went and they gave the people, they was given the power to raise the dead. How do we raise the dead today? By giving them the life, the breath of life. What is the breath of life? The breath of life is the laws of God. We give them the laws of God and then they begin to live. They become a living soul. All of the things we suffer from, that we are oppressed by, will no longer be an effect to us anymore.
Right.
No longer be an effect to us anymore. And we'll see the kingdom of heaven right here on earth. And on earth as it is in heaven. Because Christ knows that kingdom of heaven is going to be right here on earth. And the rulers of it is going to be you and me. Us right here. We're going to rule in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
And we're going to rule it. It's going to be a good thing because we're going to rule according to this Bible. The laws of God. You understand? The creator of all things. He got the architectural format that nobody else has. That's why it's going to take us to build it. Nobody else can build it because he gave us the spirit. He gave us the coding. Yeah, that blood. He gave us the coding to be able to understand that format. Nobody could have built that ark but Noah. Nobody could have did that but him. You understand? So again, when it comes down to the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be the ones to build it up. Me and you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the children of Israel, the Israelites according to the Bible. You understand? That's it, man. You right, brother. You know what I mean? We got classes 7 days a week. Get in contact with us. Let's train in hand-to-hand combat. Let's get down, sharpen up our mind, iron sharpen iron, and let's build up this nation, man. Because our people are dying. I can't stress it enough. Can't stress it enough. It was raining out here earlier. We was out here getting rained on. Getting rained on. We was not going to stop from coming out and putting this word out here today. You understand? Because as we think to go home, brothers are dying out here, man. Sisters are being abducted. Children are being taught evil things that is going to destroy their innocence, destroy their childhoods. Then they're going to grow up and have traumas that nobody's going to be able to take away from them. We know it because we're dealing with it right now. We're dealing with traumas right now from our childhood. We are going to be the ones that stop those things by doing what? Follow me. Follow me. Following Christ, man. Picking up that sword, picking up your cross and follow. Any more on that? Go ahead and continue.
Verse 25. For whosoever will save his life,
but whosoever shall save his life, go ahead,
shall lose it.
Shall lose it. See, a lot of times we think that we're doing our plan and it's going to be the right thing to do. But we end up losing ourselves every time. We lean on our own understanding and we keep going and going and going and falling and falling and falling. Next thing you know, we 50 years old and got a world of mess in our life and don't understand why. Everybody loves Christ until it's time to sacrifice. You understand? But again, if we don't sacrifice, then we're going to end up in a world of mess and not know how we got into it. But this is why. Because we chose our own ways and not the ways of God. Go ahead and read.
And whosoever will lose his life for my sake.
For my sake, lose your life. You think what we doing is the most popular thing on the earth? Hell no. Nobody want to hear what we saying. You understand? Why do like Christ himself was on the earth and only had 12 disciples, man. 12 disciples, bro. This man raised a man from the dead. Lazarus. Y'all know about Lazarus, right? He raised Lazarus from the dead. We ain't never hear about Lazarus again. He wasn't even one of the disciples, man.
Right.
You don't think he could have been a disciple too? You don't think he could have followed Christ? He could have. but he did not, man. And this is Christ we're talking about. So yes, what we're doing is not popular. It's not the most appeasing thing, but it's definitely going to be the most safe thing for us to do. It's going to be the most powerful thing we do. It's going to be the most necessary thing we do to survive. You understand? So we're doing it for Christ's sake. We're fools for Christ. Fools for Christ. Out here yelling in the rain on a Saturday, at the top of our lungs, talking about the white man in America and Russia and Ukraine and homosexuality, and they looking at us like we got 7 heads. Well, guess what? Christ is gonna crack that sky, and guess what? They're gonna be trembling in great fear because it's gonna be so far beyond what they imagine. Because what we're telling them may look strange, but it's really the truth. Any more on that? Go ahead and read.
Shall find it.
So he's the exile. If you lose your life for Christ, then you're gonna find your life. You're gonna be born again like Jacob was born again. Like Abraham was born again. Abraham served the Lord and he became Abraham. Jacob served the Lord and he became Israel. Sarai served the Lord and submitted, she became Sarah, right? You become a new person. You shed yourself of that old man, that old woman who you were. You lose that life and become a living soul and get a new name, a new reputation. And that's what we got to do. We got to follow the Lord to do that, all right?
Yeah, have a good one, man.
That's the name that's going to get written in the book of life, man.
54 ISUPK Paso, Raleigh Convention Center. It's called April 1st. Join us.
Big shine, big glow. I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got a million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. Fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts, very large caliber and very small gaps, compact pistols, ladders and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak with a bin shot ya. The best rhymer, Synth Pac and Big Papa. Big Llama, Big Juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas around in a big car.
My shot, he was falling from the wall. It's the right thing. Lord, he did the right thing. Because he stood up with the Most High. And he's standing up with the Most High. He parted the Red Sea. And the entire nation of Israel walked out of slavery.
One West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start.
This is the Raleigh Convention Center. It's a big lobby too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Convention Center, taking it to the next level, worldwide.
Yes, sir.
So these are the 2 escalators.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep. It's 2 here.
Coming
So
up.
we'll be A and B. Right? Right, so A and B. So we'll have from here to the back there. To the
Coming up.
restroom.
So
in the
A
back
and
there.
B.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So from here, I believe.
They said that corner, that corner, that.
Huh?
From there, all the way down.
Okay. Hey, let me tell y'all something, brothers and sisters. Okay, I want you to understand. I want you to understand something, and why this is so important. Because when Satan tried to overthrow the truth, it was but a handful, and I mean a small handful of brothers that came together. Big shout out to General Muhammad, General Maya, General Haas, General Shalmar, General Kathum Gabon, and General Q, and all the captains and soldiers that came through, and all the beautiful sisters. It was just a handful of brothers. Satan thought to overthrow this truth, which is why we've been coming together for 54 years to promote this truth, and why you got to be here, why I want you here. I'm just telling you straight up. You know what I'm saying? This ain't even a promotion. This is why I want you here. Take a look at this. Give me a panoramic of this right quick. All the way around. And once again, this is a mark of what this truth has done for us and what the Lord have done for us. This wasn't done by man. This was the Most High doing this, because he handed us this truth and we held on to it. And it's a beautiful thing, and I can't wait to see y'all April 1st. It's going to be amazing. Oh, man. This is just what we need. And I see why they said that we needed that level of sound. Because to reach this room, to fill this room, you need some serious sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right here. Let me see. Here. Anybody in here? Good.
Appreciate it.
Yep. So this would be the male dressing room.
Male dressing room. Okay. All right. Oh, it's nice size too. Okay. Yeah. All right, fam. This is a perfect male dressing room. You got bathrooms over here, showers. Turn around. You can take a look at that. I'll get in here and get set up. So do exactly what you need to do. You know what I mean? And once again, it's deserving of the brothers who have been so strong to hold us down for you to be just as strong and join them April 1st. It's an amazing thing.
That's it. All right.
Oh yeah, hey there.
Look at this wonderful, wonderful kitchen. So big shout out to Shaquana Pod. Your work is in good hands. Can we do a circle right quick? See how wonderful the work is the center plate. Handle their business. Thanks for allowing us to put you on tape. Showing what a great kitchen and a great operation this is. So I look forward to seeing everybody come on in, man. It's going to be amazing. April 1st. Raleigh, North Carolina, y'all. We at the backdrop of the convention center. We right across the street, doing it straight up in the Hanover room. Take a look at this room. Now they're gonna work this whole thing out for us. Jerome Muhammad's class will be rocking on a level. And I mean, I'm standing in this room and the temperature control system in this room is absolutely off the hook. So it's gonna be comfortable, beautiful, fully decorated, ready to go. This is it, fam. We worked hard for this. We worked hard to get here. So let's get it on. Big shout out to General Muhammad. Big shout out to the class he puts on, smoking as usual. And, you know, it's going to be beautiful to get up in here, man, and do our thing. Also, Feast of Unleavened as well. We'll be getting together and bringing this brotherhood and sisterhood together. We got to fight to bring the 12 tribes together. You ain't going to bring the 12 tribes together without a battle. You got to go to war to bring them together. Christ said, bring them two sticks together and tie them together. Everybody make it out, man. We doing it up April 1st, man. The whole week. Whew, it's going to be beautiful. All right, yo.
Yes, sir.
Like anything, if you want to accomplish anything, especially in the truth of the Most High, you warring against all the spirits that would like to see you destroyed and like to see it fail. But through the grace and mercy of the Most High, great men have stood the test of time to create great things for the Most High. And this is no different. This is no different. This is a war and a battle to bring this truth where it should be. And boy, the men and women in this truth are continuing to do an amazing job. So, see y'all out there. War up, April 1st. Get it on.
One West bread, one West Betty, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart.